Hey, everybody. This isn't going to be a normal video. This is just a call for prayers. I know people do this on Facebook a lot. I never done it on YouTube, but I figure what a better time to request prayers. Somebody in our family had an accident tonight, and let's see, where should I start? Okay. So, while at my sister's house this evening, everybody come on in, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the Hood Table. I was at my sister's house this evening where everybody ended up after house hopping and all that kind of stuff. And I was in the kitchen. In the kitchen. What was I doing in the kitchen? I think I was finishing my plate. I was eating some fish, seafood. We had kind of like a seafood boil thingy, crab legs, all that kind of stuff, fried catfish, shrimp. It was all kind of stuff going on. And we also had other stuff, barbecue wings, ribs. There was so much stuff there, featherbone, so much stuff. So anyway, I had fixed me something because I didn't get over my sis till late. And so I was in the kitchen finishing up my food and getting something to drink. And while at the kitchen island or is it an island or counter in my sister's kitchen, well, we kept hearing all these booms. You know, those real loud firecrackers, the real loud ones. I don't even know what they called. They real loud, like the whole house was shaking. And I think we heard like 2 or 3. And the kids was all, the grown-ups outside. My sis was outside with her fiance, and all the kids was outside. One of my sons was there. The other one, he didn't come, but a lot of people was outside popping firecrackers. And I just lost my train of thought again. I'm sorry. This is a lot. I lost my train. Oh, I was fixing me something to drink, and I heard another boom. Like we've been hearing them all evening. So it's nothing new. And we in the kitchen, me and my other sis and her guy friend, and we just in there like, oh my God, that is so loud. Why they gotta pop them loud things? And we up there, and then we hear, next thing you know, we hear all this commotion and screaming. And is that my son walking in the door? Hold on. Yeah, that was my son just getting home. But anywho, and we heard all this commotion and yelling and screaming. I'm thinking it's just more reaction from the firecrackers. And then next thing I know, uh, my sis runs in the house and say, I need a phone, I need a phone, I need a phone. And immediately I already knew that yelling and commotion that we heard on the last boom was not of like cheering or the kids like, ah, woo, yeah, look at the fire. No, it wasn't that at all. Um, my sis said she needed to call 911 because somebody hand blew up from firecrackers. And so it was a lot. It was a lot. We ran outside, blood was everywhere, and it was hard to get through to the policeman. Nobody could get through at first, and then my sis was able to get through, and they came really fast. They did come really fast, but it was a lot. All the neighbors who were around, I just want to give a thank you to all the neighbors who was around because they came over. They was helping to, apply aid, apply pressure. They was all out there looking to see if they can find something, any fragments or anything that could be saved. The firemen, they told us if we find anything, put it on ice. We found a few pieces, fingers and things like that in the street. But after he was in the back of the ambulance and the fire squad, it was like, don't even find nothing else. It was like, it's just gone. So anything we would have found, and we did find some things, it wouldn't even be of no use. So it's really sad though, because not just because it was a really serious injury. I mean, it was a really serious, I had never seen nothing like that before. And I'm a YouTuber and I like to record stuff. So I did record what was going on, but I'm not posting it. Unless my sis give me permission, I'm not going to post it. It was a lot. It was a lot. So, the ambulance came, the fire trucks came, and they took him to the hospital. And then we were thinking, will my sis be able to go in the hospital and be with him? Because, COVID, they were real strict on hospitals. But I think since the city's opening up, they're like relaxing that visiting thing, with the hospitals. So I just talked to my sis. She said they are letting people in the hospital, but she hasn't been back there to see him yet. So, but again, because of the situation itself is really sad, but he, the kind of work he do could be really affected because he like works on houses and does remodeling and painting and roofs and floors and siding. He does all that kind of work. Like, and I don't know if he'll be able to do that again. But yeah, it was really sad. Everybody was crying and yelling and screaming because, I mean, neighbors came from all the places and everybody was like, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. My mom was getting upset. She was screaming at people, telling everybody, shut up. Everybody was cussing. The kids was crying. Neighbors was crying. Neighbors getting mad, angry because everybody is trying to give direction. We don't know what we're doing. I don't remember the last time I had a CPR class. It was years ago when I used to drive the school bus, like years ago, like almost 20-something years ago when I used to drive the school bus. That's the last time I took CPR. So all I knew, though, was to apply pressure. They were applying pressure, but it was It was so much blood. It was everywhere. I never seen anything like that before. And after they rushed him to the hospital, my sis got dressed. Her and her fiance's mom went out there to be with her fiance, and we stayed back. My mom and I. This is my godmom, by the way, because most of y'all know my real mom passed away. But my godmom and I, we cleaned up the kitchen, cleaned up the house. Everybody else cleaned up the mess that was outside, all the firework trash, all the blood and everything. They cleaned out, soaked down the driveway. And again, I want to shout out to the neighbors too, because there were neighbors out there who was cleaning up the traces of what happened. I mean, as if it was their family member. Like, people were really concerned. This was like, I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. I really can't. And again, I recorded it, but my sis was like, nope. So I was like, okay, I'm not posting it. And y'all know I'm big on exclusives and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm not posting this because it's just a lot. So anyway, again, a lot of people post on Facebook and things like that for prayers. So I was like, I wonder if I could do that with YouTube and have people send up some prayers for my family. So that's why I'm on here. So with that being said, please keep my sis and her fiance in your prayers, because I don't know how this is going to turn out. His hand is basically gone. I don't know how far up the damage is, like to his arm, or I don't know, because it was so much blood and they had it wrapped up, and it was just so much. And good morning, Carla. How you doing, love? But it was a lot. So again, just keep my family in your prayers. If you can, say a few Hail Marys for us, and that he recovers soon, because again, it was so much blood. I never seen that much blood in my life. Like, the entire driveway was filled with blood. In the street where the firecrackers went off, and I guess he just, didn't release it soon enough. He lit it, went to throw it. It was just, he didn't throw it quick enough. And again, these are things that you see on the news every year. Somebody gets hurt from firecrackers. You don't normally experience that from in your house, or even I don't know too many people that really got serious injuries. Well, I don't know anybody who's had a serious injury from a firecracker. I mean, besides, like, a little sore or something like that. But yes, thank you, Summer Lady. Thank you, Lynette. Hey, Lynette. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know what space my sister's in, and because that is her fiance. And again, he doesn't just work with his hands, but his hands is his talent. Like, he can remodel your whole house by himself, from the roof to the basement. Like, that's what he does for a living. He has his own company. He has his own trucks. He has his own, he hires his own people. That's what he does. So that's why I said this isn't really just sad about what happened, but it's one of these accidents where it can affect the rest of your life, your livelihood. So yeah, thank you so much for the prayers. I'm about to get off of here, and it's 1:40 a.m. I'll probably give my sis a call in the morning, see what's all going on. But I know, with the COVID and the restrictions on the hospital, a lot of us who wanted to go to the hospital, we figured they wasn't letting us in there. You know, it's too many of us because we was deep. There's too many of us. So yeah, my sis is out there, and her fiance's mom is out there, and I don't know who else is out there, but yeah. So keep us in your prayers. Keep my sis in your prayers. Keep her fiance in your prayers. Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, I did say I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna jump off here. I do that a lot when I do videos. I'm gonna jump off of here, and then I start talking all over again. But I am gonna jump off of here, and again, thank you everybody for your prayers. I don't know again what's going to happen or how much damage it is altogether, but it that was wow, that was a lot. I never thought I would see something like that, but okay. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.